Hey guys, I'm Deepthi Desikan, and today's video I'm going to be talking about lipsticks that took me by surprise. I know you guys are like, okay, didn't you just already do this video? But that video is about lipstick that I expected it to be really a certain way and turned out to be a completely different shade, and some of it was a little bit disappointing. But in today's video I'm going to be talking about lipsticks that I didn't expect it to be this good, and it just turned out to be really nice. And not like they are very unusual shades, some of them are a little bit, but some I just love it, and I just thought I should share this with you guys. The first one I'm going to be talking about is the one I have on my lips right now. This is the Sugar X Wonder Woman lipstick. This one is in the shade 09 Justice. I somehow expected this shade to not impress me, but every now and then when I wear like outfits like this or something else, I just reach out for this a lot. I can't really describe this shade as such. It has a little bit of brown, it has a little bit of mauve, plum undertones to it. Yeah, can't really describe this shade as such, but love how this lipstick looks. I like this formula as well. It's pretty comfortable on the lips, pretty long wearing. And out of that collection that was sent to me from Sugar, this was the one that stood out to me. Like when I first opened this, I was like, okay, what is this shade? I don't think this is going to look nice on me. But when I applied it on my lips, I just fell in love with this one, and I use it quite often. And the next one I'm going to be talking about is my OG favorite. This one is the L'Oreal Star Collection lipstick. This is in the shade Pure Garnet, and this is repackaged right now. You can find it in a different packaging, but this shade is just so beautiful. It complements so many different skin tones, and it's like a deep red shade, has a lot of berry undertones to it, a little bit of pink to it as well, and it's just really nice and great to look at on the lips. And I have got so many people hooked onto this lipstick from my circle, and everyone loves it. The ones I have got hooked onto this, they've almost completed this entire bullet. I haven't had the chance to finish this one up just yet, but I have used this quite a lot, of course, because I do have quite a lot of lipsticks, but this one just stands out to me. And every time I think of a shade that I can wear, say even when I'm filming, I have a white outfit, or I have like a golden outfit, or like a yellow outfit, and I just wanted something a little bit different, but I just want something that is like a little bit maroon, a little bit beautiful in that color family. This is the one that I always think of, and I just love this shade. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys already have this one, and you can agree with me as to how beautiful that shade actually looks on the lips. And then the shade again will take you back in time. This one is the Maybelline Loaded Bowls collection. This one is in the shade Berry Bossy. I waited for so long to get my hands on this lipstick because of the shade being sold out everywhere almost, and it was really hard to find this one. And I even did go to a couple of Health and Glow counters, and I think Maybelline counters, and even they were like, okay, we'll be bringing back a new stock. This is one of our best sellers. And I was like, okay, yeah, of course I understand, because it's a beautiful shade, and I just love how it looked on me. And I have tried out these kind of shades, okay, like the MAC Rebel. Somehow MAC Rebel didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It is a beautiful shade, but the way it looked on me, I was just not very excited about it, and I didn't really like the pigmentation of it as much. But when I tried this one on my lips, I just loved the way it was. It was so pigmented. It has a little bit of a sheen to it. It's a creamy matte kind of a finish, but just the overall look and how it ties some outfits together, like if you wear this and wear some kind of outfits, it just looks so nice. It does transfer quite a lot. Like if you wear this underneath a mask, chances are it just won't look good, okay? I just don't want to describe anything and don't want to mention anything, but it will smudge a lot, and it is something that generally itself smudges quite a lot. So what I do is, these kind of lipsticks, I'm currently wearing it when I am filming and everything, because I want to use it up, but I wouldn't recommend this as such for underneath the mask. For underneath my mask and all, I have certain nude lipsticks that I wear. I do wear lipsticks, but I wear more nude shades, because even if it does smudge, it's a little bit easier to touch up as opposed to a shade like this, where if it spreads everywhere, it just doesn't look good. And then how can I miss out these two shades? This one is the first Swiss Beauty lipstick I ever tried out. This one is in the shade Morph Taupe. I don't know what made me pick this shade up, but when I did, I was in for a surprise. I just loved how it looked on my lips. I can wear this one without makeup, and this I think would cater to people who are a couple of skin tones darker to me as well, because I feel like this shade is quite similar to Nykaa Jade Rose. So if that flatters you, this one should as well. But Nykaa Jade Rose has a little bit more red undertones to it. This one doesn't have that, but it is pretty close, and it's a very beautiful shade to wear even without makeup. I love the formula of this, and this I do wear underneath mask most of the times because I like how it is, and it's not as messy when I apply it. I remember when I got this and I just tried to apply it. This is what I do with my makeup. As soon as I get it, I dive right in to try out how the lipsticks look or the foundation looks, and when I apply this on my lips, I was like, wow. And it's very rare that I do that thing where I'm impressed and I just keep looking at myself in the mirror. I just keep admiring, and it's very rare that I do that these days, because I do have, like you guys know, quite a lot of these, and for something to catch my attention and for me to look at the mirror and like admire myself and just keep looking, it's a little less common now. But sometimes certain lipsticks just do that, and this is one of that. And also another one from Swiss Beauty. This one is in the shade Rusty Nude. This actually, one of my subscribers asked me to try this shade out, and so I had no expectations. I didn't know what to expect. Like, I didn't know what I am going to be getting, and I just didn't want to set my expectations too high and be disappointed. But this is how this shade looks. It's again a very nice shade. I feel like it is quite similar to morph taupe. Let me swatch both of these side by side so that I can tell you guys. Yeah, they are actually quite similar on the hand swatches as well, but morph taupe has a little more morph to it, and this one has a little bit more brown to it, Rusty Nude, but not that different of a shade. If you were to get it and expect something a little bit different, like if you already have morph taupe, you don't have to pick up Rusty Nude. If you have Rusty Nude, don't pick up morph taupe. But this, again, I was very surprised, and I love this kind of color family, and this is what I call as nude for my skin tone. I don't really like pale, washed out kind of shades. I don't really like that, and that's why even in my nude lipstick videos, I get a lot of comments saying that, you know, that's not even a nude. I can't believe you call that a nude. I call these kind of shades a nude because you can wear it without makeup. It's not high maintenance, and it looks really nice on so many different skin tones. There are so many people who don't really like shades like Maybelline Nude Nuance because it's a little bit too gray, it washes you out, and you might see it on some YouTuber and pick it up, and then it might not even work out for you. But these kind of shades, there are chances it would still look so beautiful on so many different skin tones. So that's the reason I recommend this. And then the next one is the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick, and this one is in the shade Makin Moves. For some reason, I really assumed it's a very light nude shade, but it's a nice warm brown shade on my lips, and I really like how it looks. And this is something, again, I can wear without makeup, and it looks really nice. And this one did catch me by surprise because from the swatches I saw, I thought that it would be a little bit too light. And also I didn't want it to be too dark because I have quite a lot of those shades now, and I want something a little bit like subtle, muted, and this does that for me. Next one I'm going to be talking is a recent purchase for me. This one is the Sugar Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bellatrix, and the minute I applied this on my lip, I've fallen in love with this. It's not like I didn't know the swatches. I've seen so many people swatch this. I've seen so many people love this. I've even seen the swatches, like the swatch shade and everything, and I knew exactly what to expect. In my previous video, I did mention that the swatch and the lipstick that turned out, it was completely different. In this case, I did know that I had signed up for this. I did know what to expect, but I just didn't know that I would love it this much. Again, I'm so bad at describing this, but I want to say it's like a dusty rose shade or a dusty burgundy shade. Looks very nice and muted on the lips, but can be a little bit too dark for you if you are of a lighter skin tone than I am. And now it completely depends on your skin tone and your lip pigmentation, but if you have like pigmented lips and you are of a deeper skin tone than I am, this shade would still look pretty good. It will look like a nude shade. And I also wanted to pick up another shade, like a dark plum shade. Is that called Capella? I wanted to pick that up as well. Maybe I will in the future, but this is something that I always wanted to try out, and it didn't disappoint me a one bit, but somewhere I assumed that it might like make me look a little bit dull or pull a little gray. It didn't do that. And another shade that is somewhat of a similar color family but not a dupe at all. I have swatched these and I was like, okay, this is not a dupe. This one is MAC topped with brandy. I've seen a lot of people talk about this shade, but this shade looks good on me only if I have like a full face of makeup on. It's a dark shade and all that, but without makeup it kind of makes you look dull because of the undertones of this lipstick. But with makeup it looks beautiful. I just love how this one looks. Again, it goes well with so many different outfits, so many different eye looks, and I just thought that okay, maybe this will not suit my skin tone and I wouldn't enjoy it as much. But ever since I've got this one, this is one MAC liquid lipstick that I have worn so much. I can't say the same for the MAC shade in So Me, because from the swatches I saw, it did look really nice on a lot of people, but for me it's a little too gray looking and I can't pull that off as much as I can do with this. It's a more safer option to try a different shade. Something like So Me might not be everybody's favorite, but this one is a different shade, but it's a more wearable shade. So this had me loving it. The minute I swatched it on my lips, I was like, okay, this is way better than I thought it was. I just love how this looks, and it goes well with so many different kind of looks that I want, some grungy looks and some kind of different outfits. And then I've seen so many people swatch this one. This is the Chambor lipstick in the shade 482 Coffee Date. I had seen some YouTubers of a deeper skin tone wear this and it was just looking so good, okay? And the minute I got it and I tried it on my lips, fallen in love. Such a nice brown tone nude shade. Again, not very bright and peachy. 483 can be a little bit too bright for me sometimes and a little bit too much in your face. This is very nice, subtle, muted, and irrespective of the occasion, it wouldn't look too much and it wouldn't grab too much attention if that is a problem. Say if you were going for something a little bit formal, wear this one, a really nice shade, and I've started to like this a lot more than I expected to. This one is my favorite and I don't know what else to tell. All of this is about my favorite liquid lipsticks, but this is definitely one of that. And I think if you have Chambor liquid lipstick in this shade particularly, you will agree with me. Such a nice shade. Love the formula. And also in these lipsticks, I know I've not spoken much about the formula, but most of these lipsticks do come with really good formula. That is also one of the point of this video. And then the last one is the Sugar Matte Attack Transfer Proof lipstick in the shade Grand Berries. I have shown you guys a similar shade in another brand of the same thing, and the first time Sugar launched this, I think I saw a couple of swatches and decided that no matter what, I am going to be picking this shade up. But the time I wanted to pick this one up, it was out of stock everywhere. It was going in and out of stock and I had to wait for the right time to pick this up. So I did, and surprise, surprise, loved it. Looked so much better than I thought it would. Sometimes, when you see some swatches online, the saturation is so high that it looks really nice, warm, and the color looks like it has a certain amount of depth, which it lacks when you get it in real life, and it doesn't look like that. But this color does have that kind of saturated depth. It's a beautiful deep berry shade and it would look so good on every single skin tone, and really nice formula. Again, it can be a little bit too drying for some people. If you don't really like matte lipsticks, you wouldn't like this, but it's a very long wearing formula. Again, a really nice formula to wear underneath mask. Not that it's completely transfer proof. When you have your mask on and then you're talking and there's moisture, it will transfer a teeny tiny bit, but not too much. Not something that would give you a clown effect. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this and the whole tone of this video. It was me praising all these lipsticks for like 20 minutes straight, maybe 10 minutes for you when I edit it down, but I hope you understand my point of this. I do have so many other favorite lipsticks, but somehow these stood out and were a little bit better than my expectations as well. I know there is Color Bar Sultry and all that, which I do really love, and I did expect it to look good, but these were just like, wow, didn't expect this from you. That kind of a video. So let me know what lipstick you had no expectations about and then it turned out to be so beautiful on your lips. Let me know in the comment section down below, and while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell icon right next to it so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.
Here as the best man, yes ma'am.
Yeah, you can talk to me, boy, and you can move it up close, but that's as far as it goes. I'm not your baby.